kids are not all right. On college campuses across the country, students are rallying in support of the Hamas terrorists that just attacked Israel and openly calling for more violence against Israelis. Here's some disturbing footage from George Mason University.
They got tanks, we got hang gliders. They got tanks, we got hang gliders. Glory to the resistance fighters. Glory to the resistance fighters. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! Settler, settler, go back home! Settler, settler, go back home! Palestine is our beloved! Palestine is our beloved!
I've just got to say, it is absolutely wild to see these same campus lefties who call for safe spaces now actively celebrating and lauding attacks on innocent Israeli civilians. Just so you know, those chants about the hang gliders, yeah, that's referencing the Hamas terrorists who flew hang gliders across the Gaza-Israel border and landed near a concert and killed 260 innocent civilians. That wasn't an attack on the Israeli government or the Israeli military. Nope, just an attack on random civilians. And these leftist college students are celebrating it as some brave act of resistance. No, babe, that's called terrorism. They're not the only ones celebrating this disgusting behavior. Take a look at this video from UCLA. So what you just heard was UCLA students calling for intifada, which is not just objecting to the treatment of Palestinians or protesting the actions of the Israeli government. No, it's calling for mass violence against Jews. In the second intifada, 1,000 Israelis were killed and thousands more were injured in violent uprisings. And that's what they're calling for more of. Here's the University of Washington doing something very similar.
Palestine is our demand! No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land! Palestine is our demand! Palestine is our demand! No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land! There is only one solution! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! People are occupied! People are occupied!
Watching this is so disturbing to me, and I'm somebody who doesn't even have a personal connection to Israel or to the victims, so I can only imagine how hard it must be for those of you out there who do, but my heart goes out to you. It's disturbing and sick to see American college students rallying behind terrorists and celebrating acts of violence and calling for more violence against civilians. I say that while knowing that the historical conflict between Israel and Palestine is incredibly complicated, and that while I do believe Israel is the more moral actor, neither side has clean hands. And I know that people of good faith can come down on either side of this complicated and lengthy debate. But no people of good faith can ever support violence against innocent civilians in pursuit of a political end, aka terrorism. No cause, no matter how much you sympathize with it, ever justifies terrorism, because there's no such thing as doing evil in the pursuit of good. That these college students can't see that has me seriously concerned for our future. I will say that even though I find what they're saying absolutely despicable, these college students do have a right to express their vile opinions on campus. Even these pro-terrorism protests are First Amendment protected speech. Yes, there is an exception to the First Amendment for incitement to violence, but that only applies to speech that incites imminent lawless action, like right there in the moment. So general calls for violence halfway across the world do not meet this exception, so they are protected under the First Amendment. So the vile things they are saying, at least as far as public college campuses are concerned, cannot be shut down by campus authorities or government officials. And no matter how disgusting we find them, free speech supporters do have to defend that right. It's easy to defend the speech that's not that controversial or that we agree with, but the test of a true free speech supporter is whether they still support the rights of even the most vile people, of even their most starkest of opponents, to speak their minds freely. Because if we undermine that right now, even in a terrible case, we're undermining the same right that protects our right to speak our mind. You can't put that genie back in the bottle. Of course, we're still entirely free to call out these students for their horrific beliefs. These college students might think that they're standing up for the rights of an oppressed people, but even if you honestly do believe that, even if you do sympathize with the Palestinian cause, you should still condemn the violence and terrorism of the Hamas terrorists. Anything less is a betrayal of our common humanity and a disgrace to the progressive movement. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry today's topic is so somber, but we have to talk about this important issue that's going on in the world. And again, my heart goes out to anyone affected on either side who's an innocent civilian caught up in this bloody conflict. Thanks for tuning in. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting, yada yada yada. And I will see you all in my next video.